Hey guys, it's Destiny, and Fu Xuan has already foreseen your every move, which is why you're here to know more details about Fu Xuan, what her possible pull value can be, and much more. Without further ado, let's discuss our bubble tea loving queen, Fu Xuan. I'm not even kidding, she loves drinking boba like all the time, and honestly, me too, Fu Xuan. To begin, I wanted to go over what we officially know about Fu Xuan and how her kit can be worth considering to pull for. Fu Xuan will be a quantum preservation class character, which will be the first of its kind, who will have a banner alongside our new 4-star Lynx, who is Quantum Abundance, as well as Pela and Hook. Fu Xuan's skill applies to all allies and activates the Matrix of Prescience. This allows Fu Xuan to absorb some of the damage allies take, which will result in her taking damage and also your ally, but due to the damage being transferred to Fu Xuan, you won't take as hard of hits as you would previously to one ally. Instead, now it's Fu Xuan taking a bit of damage and also your ally. Her skill also applies the knowledge effect onto allies, which increases their crits and also increases their maximum health. This will allow for higher damage output from your teammates and also be able to increase their maximum health as well, and some damage being transferred to Fu Xuan will grant more sustainability overall for your team. As for Fu Xuan's talent, it has numerous effects, which one is reducing the damage taken by allies from enemies, which now allows for further sustainability. And when Fu Xuan's HP drops below a certain point, she will recover a set amount of HP back, which allows for Fu Xuan to have her own sustainability increase as well through her talent. As for her ultimate, it deals damage to all enemies and also increases her talent's health restoration in relation to when her health drops below a certain point. Not much is known about how good her ultimate will be damaging-wise potential. However, similarly to other aspects of her kit, the increased health restoration could be quite beneficial for further increased sustain. Lastly, Fu Xuan's technique creates a barrier in the overworld where enemies can't actually ambush you, and also begins the battle with her matrix and knowledge effects from her skill, as it'll begin the battle with her skill's effects. This could be a good way to start off a battle where Fu Xuan will not have to use a skill point for a few turns until her skill's effects wears off, which can be quite useful for more skill point management. Overall, I think Fu Xuan's base kits from what we know so far is incredibly strong and useful for having immense survivability within your team and being able to survive for much longer during battles. I'm really excited to know more about her kit once we get closer to her release and when she's here to see her traces and what they have to offer in terms of the team and even her own potential, which I will go over that once we get that information officially. I would love to know what you guys think about Fu Xuan's kit, and before we carry on, if you are enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing for more Starhole content, and now let's carry on. I wanted to discuss potential teams and also potential relics that can be nice for Fu Xuan based on what we know currently. Of course, once we get more information, I will update you guys with a pre-farming guide. As for teams, Fu Xuan can be part of the one we're all likely thinking of, Mono Quantum, which can involve Lynx, Fu Xuan, of course, Zila, QQ, or Silverwolf. I would definitely recommend Lynx with Fu Xuan, even if Fu Xuan has reliable sustain, due to Lynx having team-wide cleansing. However, in the case Fu Xuan has her own form of cleanse or a way to negate debuffs, then you could possibly use Fu Xuan on her own. We'll just have to wait and see once we get information on her specifically and just what she fully does. For right now, it's looking like Lynx could definitely be a good option. Lynx providing team-wise cleansing could be very helpful and also healing teammates if need be. Since from the looks of it, Fu Xuan can only heal herself, so Lynx can be good just to have as an additional support. Another thing to keep in mind with Lynx is that you can likely use the messenger sets on her, which can increase the team speed whenever she uses her ultimate on everyone, due to her having an ultimate that is applied to your allies, which creates a team-wide cleanse as well as a team-wide heal, which can allow you to reliably have speed increases from Lynx for the team through that set, and the crits and other benefits from Fu Xuan's kit. Silverwolf can be nice for being able to implement only quantum weaknesses onto enemies when you have a full quantum team, which benefits the entire team's damaging potential, and also being able to reduce enemies' quantum resistance, which Zila can highly take advantage of, or even QQ. Either one can work, to be honest, it just depends on which one you use more. And if you don't have Silverwolf, you can use Pela for defense traps or even a buffer to further support your main DPS. I do believe Mono Quantum will definitely become one of the most powerful teams though, due to the insane survivability and sustain, damaging potential with Silverwolf and QQ or Zila, and so on. One last alternative can be using Zila as a main DPS and QQ as a sub DPS, but I'd likely suggest using a buffer or a debuffer for bigger damage output with your main DPS instead. As for other teams, Fu Xuan can be a great asset to most team comps due to her immense survivability she provides for the team. Jing Yuan can be a nice character to use Fu Xuan with due to the fact that she's able to increase crit with her skill. Fu Xuan should be pretty straightforward as a sustain and can be amazing for her damage mitigation abilities. As for relics, from what we know currently, one can use the Quantum set if her ultimate has decent damaging potential, the HP set for more HP on Fu Xuan to have more survivability, and possibly even the guard set to further reduce the damage Fu Xuan herself takes, which will make her quite hard to defeat in battle. Building Fu Xuan will be very interesting to see what she will need and if she benefits from offensive sets as well as the defensive sets. We'll just have to wait and see to know what Fu Xuan will benefit from the most once she is here, or of course if we get more information like what she scales off of officially and so on. As we know though, Fu Xuan will require a new boss coming in 1.3 from the live stream, so you can begin your full set of pre-farming once 1.3 drops for her ascension materials she will require. That'll be all for my Fu Xuan pre-analysis. I think she has immense potential to become one of the best sustains in the game, depending on how good her damage mitigation is, and also be a good staple for mono quantum teams. If you have other sustained characters like Japar and Loacha though, your need for Fu Xuan may not be as necessary, since you have numerous options as a result. But Fu Xuan can be great for those who feel like they are lacking immense sustain or wish to use her on a mono quantum team, and also want a preservation class character who does things a bit differently and wants an interesting playstyle possibly out of that, as well as also getting the benefits from her kit, which once again is that crit, which can be really good for that increased damaging potential with a preservation class character on your team. Let me know what you guys think of Fu Xuan, and also if you plan to pull for her, or if you're planning to skip her and possibly pull instead for Embeber Lunai, Topaz, or even Jinglu. I personally will definitely be pulling for Fu Xuan, as I've been waiting for her to come out now for quite a while. Ever since I saw her in the story, I just couldn't resist, and finding out that she likes bubble tea is like the cherry on top, because I love bubble tea. If I could have it every day, I probably would, but that's another story for another time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing, leaving a like to support the video, and I hope you all have a nice one. Peace.